John, thanks for taking my question. I know we kept talking here and saying, diplomacy is not dead here, but with the U.S. now preparing to send troops to allies on the eastern flank, is this just further agitating Russia? And we're telling diplomats' families to leave and Americans to leave. So is this moving on from a diplomatic effort to preparing for an invasion?
Not at all. Again, what we're telling these units to do is to be ready to go on a shorter timeline than what they were before. We are not deploying them now. We are not saying diplomacy is dead. You heard Secretary Blinken talk about this on Sunday in many outlets, that he still believes there is room for discussion and dialogue. I said that myself in my opening statement. We absolutely still believe that there's time and space for that. And frankly, the Department of Defense fully supports that as being the way forward here, the way to a solution that de-escalates the tensions. But it would be irresponsible if, given the indications that we have, that there is no intent by the Russians right now to de-escalate, and given that it takes a matter of time to get units more ready to go on a shorter time frame, it'd be irresponsible if we didn't think about making sure that they had plenty of time to prepare. And that's all we're doing at this point. Let's see, John Turpak.
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Okay. So to activate something like this, you'll probably need to have the Air Force in place. Have you increased the number of tankers at Mildenhall or throughout Europe? And do you anticipate that there could be a bomber task force deployment to Europe in the near future?
Have any? I refer you to EUCOM for things like bomber task force plans. I don't have specific things to talk about like that today. And again, please remember what this is about. This is about placing units on a heightened alert. It does not mean that they're going to be jumping on gray tails tomorrow and leaving. So obviously, if there's a need for additional air transport, we'll deal with that. Transportation Command, is tracking these prepare to deploy orders, and will obviously be postured as appropriate to support if needed, but that's if needed. All we're doing at this point is placing these units on a heightened alert posture.